Hey, it's Mike McGroarty from Mike'sBackyardNursery.com. Today I'm gonna show you, do a little video with this little Mantis tiller. You've probably seen these things advertised on TV and magazines and stuff, and of course you're always wondering, you know, does that thing really work the way it's supposed to work? I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I lost my dad in 2003, but prior to his death, I was helping him do yard work and stuff, and I was over there one day, and he's like, "Hey, you know, will you rototill my garden for me?" And I'm like, yeah, but let me come back tomorrow, I'll bring my tiller. And he's like, "I got a rototiller." I'm like, "You do?" He's like, "Yeah." And he brings out this thing, you know, and I mean, these things are like feather light. And I looked at it and I thought to myself, there's no way that thing is going to till his garden. But I started it up and I couldn't believe it. I mean, these things aren't miracle workers. If the ground is really hard, then this tiller bounces around and stuff. But in the right location, because you know every job there's a tool for every job, and this Mantis tiller I have found to be almost magical for certain things. And after rototilling my dad's garden, I couldn't believe it, and I had to have one. And my brother kept borrowing it from my dad, and then after my dad died, you know, we both wanted the tiller, so I told my brother, "You take it, I'll go buy my own." But anyway, this is probably one of the best investments I ever made. A lot of my backyard growing customers have them, that we use them for mixing topsoil and stuff. I'm impressed with this machine, and I'll kind of give you an idea of what it will do. What I like about it, we use it for mixing topsoil, so we actually, this thing will climb right up the pile. I had a bigger tiller that I used for that, and I literally would get it stuck in the pile because it was so heavy. That won't happen with this one, and I'm going to give you a little demonstration. All right, now you can see this compost pile. I got a little bit of everything in here. There's a lot of branches from the willow tree. There's some grass clippings, all kinds of stuff. I'm going to tie into this thing and see what happens. Whoops, you got to turn it on. Well, as you can see, I worked half of this pile, and I've got, you know, basically what I'm going to do is turn the pile. So I got this chopped up pretty good. I'll just throw it back in the bin, you know, put the stuff that I've loosened up over top of the stuff that hasn't decomposed yet. And in a matter of 25 minutes or so, I can completely manage this pile so that it'll start composting faster. But anyway, if we were in a pile of potting soil, that thing doesn't bog, it doesn't stall, it doesn't get tangled up. It climbs right up the pile, and it just does an incredible job of mixing it up. If you've got a bed that you want to use it as a rototiller, it works really good if the soil is a little bit loose, and then you can keep it loose all summer by just keep doing it over and over. So anyway, that's the Mantis tiller. It's not a heavy tiller, it's not for really big heavy jobs, but it is fantastic for what it's good for. I'm Mike McGroarty from Mike's Backyard Nursery.